Here's where that got us. We went from what was natural and created to way off. And this is where people like to beat up our homosexual friends with this passage. Do you remember who this is? This is us. This is us. This isn't one group of people decided, oh, by the way, I think I'm going to be attracted to the same sex as I am. Just to show my parents. No. And it isn't new. And it wasn't new in Rome, and it wasn't new in ancient Greece, and it wasn't new in ancient Babylon. It wasn't new in ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. This is where humanity goes. This is us. No, not that part. Not that part. That's not me. Oh, wait. This is you. This is you. This is the state of humankind, folks. How did we get there? God let us go. He gave us over. So now, we've lost the knowledge of God. We've started to pursue physical things as the purpose of our lives, as what life is about, and we worship those things. And it's got us to the point that things are really out of balance. And this is where we live. And if you may not have any homosexual urges, that doesn't mean you don't have any shameful lust, does it? Because we all live with shameful lusts. All of us. This is us. In this spiral, this is where we are, and it gets worse. It says, furthermore, since they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, He gave them over. Where are we going from this? He gave them over to a depraved mind to do what ought not to be done. They have become filled with every kind of wickedness. Did he leave anything out there? No, every kind. It's pretty inclusive, right? Got it all? Right? Every kind. Every kind of wickedness, evil, greed, and depravity. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, and malice. They are gossips, slanderers, God-haters, insolent, arrogant, and boastful. They invent ways of doing evil. And if you think you've escaped so far, they disobey their parents. Gotcha. Okay. All of you who thought you've got this far, okay, I got you now. This is you. This is me. It says here, they are senseless, faithless, heartless, ruthless. We've got into the emotional state, haven't it? They are heartless. They can't even feel anymore. They are ruthless. They have no love, no consideration for anybody else. He says, although they know God's righteous decree that those who do such things deserve death, they not only continue to do these very things, but also approve of those who practice them. Oh, these folks are awful, aren't they? They're awful. They're us. They're me. They're you. There, insert your name here. Go ahead. Just write it down there. Gary, therefore, has no excuse. If you miss this, the rest rest of this book will make no sense to you whatsoever. Now, for the next 3 chapters, he is going to try to convince you that you are here. This is where you are. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. He's going to get there. And if he doesn't have you so far, hopefully he'll have you by then. Because if you don't understand this part, the good news isn't good news. It's just another way of saying, oh, I deserve this. If you have put your name there, then when we take the Lord's Supper this morning, that's going to mean something to you. That you have a Savior. You have forgiveness because you desperately need it. Desperately. And it won't be just oh, this is something I get through because this is what we do on Sunday morning right before I get to go out to eat. This will be, I am so thankful. You remember where we started? They didn't give thanks, and their foolish hearts became darkened. Okay. If you choose to take this passage and beat somebody about the head and shoulders with it, it makes a really big stick. Okay? If you do that, you need someone to take this passage and beat you about the head and shoulders with it. Nobody is less sinful than anybody else. Nobody is closer to having God's nature than anybody else here. This is where we live. This is why we need a Savior. This is why we come and we acknowledge that God is not like us. He is God and we're not. He's holy and we're so thankful that He's not like us. And we do it week after week. Week after week, we also give an invitation song. And we ask people if they need to make their request known in any way. You can come do that now. You don't have to do it during this time, though. We have phone numbers. We have people who go out and sit and drink coffee with you. We need each other. And so we come together. We need each other because God gave us each other to do that. But if you want to make some statement this morning or ask for some prayer, we're going to sing number
537.
537.
I hope is built 1 and 4.
1 and 4. Verse 1 and 4. Let's stand together and sing number 537.